It's very simple and to the point. Because when you look at the business model of Raising Cane's, man, they go serve you the same stuff every day. You're gonna get some chicken tenders and some fries. That's it. And that's all. That's all it is.
Yeah.
When you look at In and Out, that burger ain't changed, bruh. And it's not going to. Why? Because there's no point.
Yeah, 60 years
me?
the same or something
Exactly.
like that. Yeah.
So when you even at McDonald's, like McDonald's has a very, they have a lot to offer. But the thing about McDonald's, I'll never forget that Master P interview when he was talking about him talking to his professor, and he told him, what is McDonald's selling? Big Macs. That's what he answered. He said, no, consistency. That's what they sell.
Yeah.
No matter what location you go to, it's going to taste the same. Every location is consistency. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? That's the model, man. Be consistent. You know what I mean? So it's a very simple menu. Less is more. So when we started, I think I started with four. I started with 4 sauces back then in like 2019.
Okay.
Buffalo, barbecue, honey garlic parm, and back then it was sesame seed teriyaki. Before I changed it to pineapple teriyaki. And I was on Instagram, man. I saw some stuff and they had like some pineapple chunks, and I was like, that looked bomb. I said, hey, I think I want to make it like this. And that's when I transitioned to pineapple teriyaki. So then as the menu grew, because the demand was there, people would come to the pop-up and be like, oh, you got lemon pepper? I'd be like, nah. All right, have a good one, and leave. I'm like, okay, this one person. Right, all right, whatever. Hey, man, how you doing? Hey, welcome, man. Like, hey, you got lemon pepper? Like, nah, I got these. All right, thank you. Leave. And I'm like, man, what's up with this lemon pepper, bro? Like, why people just, I'm like, they don't even want anything else. So I was like, no, I don't want people walking away. I don't want that. You know what I mean? Got in the kitchen, started coming up with a lemon pepper. Then after that, people was like, you ain't got nothing like spicy, like mango habanero? Nah, I don't. But I got these right here. All right, thank you. Leave. I'm like, man, what is going on? That's how the sauces grew, because the people wanted it. You know what I mean? So in here now, we want to expand, but we don't have a lot of space in here. It's only so much that I can do. You know, we dropped the chicken sandwich. Took us what, 4 years? You know what I mean? But when we dropped it, people was like, "Oh, I'm there. I'm pulling up." You know. So we had a chicken sandwich. Like we do have a little secret menu, and that's our like they don't know we serve onion rings. Mm-hmm. So like the loaded onion rings, nobody, like I remember I posted them one time and it was like, wait a minute, them onion rings? I was like, yeah. When you start serving them, I'm like, we never stop. We've always had them, but we didn't push it because people like secret menu stuff. You know what I mean? So we got our secret loaded onion rings, and we about to transition, bro. We're opening up late Friday and Saturday nights. So even though we don't have a lot of room, I'm like, you know what? We both closed at 8. So now it's opening late. Every weekend, we're going to start running a different item. So like one weekend, we'll run like the chicken tenders. You know what I mean? Then another weekend, we'll run the mozzarella sticks and start expanding the menu like that on the weekends. You feel me? Late night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that. Freaking, there's one thing about the McDonald's thing, right?
Yeah.
Is I learned they mastered like how to streamline their food, kind of like the Ford and the motor. Like McDonald's is the same way. They have the same process, right? And I was gonna ask you about how the flavors of the wings came about, and you basically kind of told us. But it also tells me that a lot of businesses kind of exist by what the customer is looking for.
Yeah.
Which I find super fascinating.
Yeah.
It's like I wasn't even thinking about it, but hey, this is what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Demand, I'll supply it.
Yes.
Right.
When we first started, we used to do we served a 6-piece, 8-piece, and a 10-piece. And I think we did 6 to 12. We never split sauces until customers came up and was like, hey, you think I can get like half the buffalo and half the lemon pepper? And we was just like, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So then how can we do this? And because we use a foil lining, and we was like, well, take the foil, fold it up, and put it in the middle of the plate and put the 2 wings and divide them and then give it to them. Cool. And then it got to the point to where a 6-piece, 8-piece, up to a 12, man, they were getting 3 different sauces because we were fresh. So for us, we didn't want to turn them away for any reason.
Okay.
But today, if you come in here thinking you finna get 3 flavors, no. Man, it was so tedious, man. Taking that and breaking everything, it was time consuming. You know what I mean? And we wanted to get the product out. My team get everything out as fast as you can within the means of doing it right. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I do want you to move, but I need it done right. So do it fast within the means of doing it correctly. And you know what I mean? But man, I'm telling you, it was like whatever they wanted, just give it to them. Yeah, I want man, I had a lady come and say, I want a 6-piece, 1 of each flavor.
Tripping.
I said, yo, we be trying to accommodate, but I'm like, I can't accommodate that. I said, lady, I can't do that, man. 1 of each flavor, that's OD right there.
I gotta charge you,
man, for real. And that's what. And then you learn. You start learning that a lot of times they don't care. You know what I mean? We never charged for ranch, and I didn't want to charge for ranch, but it's like we got bills to pay. You know what I mean? So, like I say, it's because of them you evolve, and you evolve to their need. To a certain degree. I mean, you got to really be logical about stuff at times. But if I can with their means, I'm gonna make sure I take care of you. You know what I mean? One thing about me, bro, I don't argue with customers, especially us, bro. I don't argue. I don't have time.